Hello students, how are you? Well, dear students, during online classes, I have taught you this lesson, January night. But through this video, I want to make it more clear. Okay, this is a kind of recapitulation. Here we go, January night, Puskira. So this is the summary of this lesson. Let's move. It is a story of a tenant farmer named Halku and his plight against Jamidari system, land lordship, prevalent in colonial India. The setting are that of any small village of North India in and around UP of that time. So this is the story of a small farmer named Halku. Okay, he used to work on others' land, and he used to give some money, okay, to the landlord. Well, Halku's field are the central line of this plot, being both his only source of income as well as cause of all his problems. Basically, he had to choose between a blanket which got along with it the insult by the landlord for not paying the Lagan tax, or cold and chilly January night in the field to guard it upholding his honor and pride. Well, as I have told you, Halku used to work on others' land, okay, and he used to give some money, but he became late to give money. This money as a lagan or as a tax, fine. So many times, landlord he insulted him for not paying money, okay, at time, but he saved some money for January night to buy blanket, okay, to pass a cold night, but he refused that plan to buy a blanket, and he gave that money which he have saved, he gave that money to landlord. Now this is the problem, how to pass winter night, okay, how to pass that cold night, because he was not having blanket. The money which he had saved for blanket already he has given to landlord, so he has to manage somehow. He always had an option of checking the job of farming and being a paid labor. So many times he planned to leave this farming, okay, and start doing another kind of job like labor, okay, another kind of work. But in India, with any pride, would not do so in those times. But it was not easy at that time to leave farming and become a laborer. He upheld the same honor and pride by checking the insult and choosing cold, chilly nights in his field. So he was helpless. What to do? It was not possible for him to leave farming and become a laborer. Most of us have a romantic image of field ready for a harvest, but here when he lies down over his cot or cot with just an old shawl over him, brings out a completely opposite image of what we conceived it to be. Generally, what we think during winter, okay, when our crops are ready, so we have a romantic image, but it's not like that. A farmer face many problems during winter, okay, and in case of Halku, he was having only an old shawl, okay, a coat or cart in his field, fine. So how to pass this winter with only old shawl, okay, or old coat we can say. So it was very difficult for him. Then too, he was not devastated and was still affectionate toward his dog, Zebra. The dog who, like him, left behind all the warmth of home and followed him to protect its fill. So finally, in the month of January, Halku somehow reached in his field, and Zebra, his dog, he was with him. Okay, Zebra, he was with him. He also went with Halku in the field. The field establishes the connection between a dog and its master in a wonderful way. Though Halku tried to, Halku many times said to Zebra, why did you come with me? Okay, because he was not wishing that Zebra pass this January night with him. So this is the kind of lovely relationship or lovely bond of love between Halku and his dog Zebra. It has been described here. As the writer described, Halku sleeping under the shelter of cane leaves, he also meant to show the significance those crops held. They were the shelter of his life, though with leakage everywhere. So it was January night, and Halku was feeling much cold. So he was planning how to pass this life. In midnight he woke up and he observed, he looked up in the sky and try to find out how much the night is left. Okay, then he planned to collect some leaves of mangoes. There was an orchard of mangoes near his field, so he was planning to collect some leaves and put fire, okay, and get some warmth to pass remaining hours of that night. The act of making a fire to keep a check on cold waves in an open field creates a wonderful picture in our mind. Here it is the only refuge for Halku against the cold waves. So this was the only option before Halku, okay, to keep away, okay, himself from those cold waves. Even his own field had turned against him in the darkness of night and transformed into scary and dangerous bushes. When the blue buck, Nilgai, okay, a kind of animal, were destroying his field, he knew it but couldn't gather the will to get up and save it. Okay, while he was getting warmth, at the same time, some animals, Nilgai or bluebuck, they entered in his field and started destroying his field. But he was not willing to move away from there because it was too much cold. It seemed that it was because of the physical inability that the cold weather had caused to him, but more of it was of the mental effect that the field have had over his life. Okay. So he was not willing to move and uh, keep away those animals, bluebug, from his field. It was like having someone. We hold on to the relationship as long as possible, even though if we know it's devastating our life. But the moment we decide to quit it, if we just don't bother about it anymore, or how bad the relationship becomes, we just let it happen and take its course. And if we are enthusiastic enough to our life, we take it as a new beginning and tackle the future with the learning from past. That's what Halgu did. And as we say in India, जो होता है सब अच्छे के लिए होता है. So the same theory, the same thing happened with Halgu when those blue bucks, when they were destroying his field. So he did not try. He did not even try to keep them away from his field. And those blue bucks, they destroyed his field completely. So he was believing जो होता है सब अच्छे के लिए होता है. In this way, his field was destroyed completely.